Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He rolls to his right. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They get 27 on the play, and the Giants will have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
To throw it on first down. Complete to Hyatt. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to the air here. Has it down close. Touchdown, New York. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Coming out, throwing is Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate...
His first throw is an interception. Colson Adebo's got it.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's a throw. Hyatt with the grab. Broke through the tackle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He fires one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Gano's point after is good. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. This finds Evans, complete. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Baker now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. On target to Godwin. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pick up of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play, and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers lower the deficit to a single possession. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets him around 6 there. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the... Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at 2nd and 4. From the 36. Bails out of the pocket quick. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they get this down at the 12-yard line before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
3rd and long for him here. Pass cut by Tracy. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Connects with Johnson. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Play fake. It's Mayfield. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's got it near the 8. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
White on first and goal. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Buccaneers at a deficit. Still lined up at the 6. Here's second and goal. Mayfield now from the gun. He's on the move. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a one-score game before halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. Yep. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's their rookie from Notre Dame. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. He lets a heater go deep. Middle. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Looking for a throw here. That one's complete, right side. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And in, touchdown, New York. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Cano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Hauled in by Godwin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing, Baker. Finds his man, it's Godwin. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're set up at the 35 now. Baker throwing again. Sting. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Another try following the sack. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out.
You know, he never stared him down, but that was such a good job by the quarterback to keep his eyes downfield. Keep working. He's that shallow cross. Those crossing routes so devastating for zone coverage.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. He's throwing this all the way for the end zone. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
A couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Buying some time right. Catch is made down the right sideline. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
How is this shit lagging if I turn every Wi-Fi shit off in the house? Everything is off.
First down. Here's Baker. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All set up now for first and 10. From the gun, a run for White. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Out of the gun, White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third and a lone yard coming up. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Into the hands of Colt. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, it's a give to White. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 46. On target to Godwin. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down, ball at the 36. The give now to White. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He has room past the 25. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. So we hit the end of the third quarter. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Mayfield. Gets this to Johnson. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Flushed out of the pocket. That's brought in by White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. This play going under review by the officials. So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. He'll try to do it himself. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Baker Mayfield the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchpad. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pass play now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. They're set up at the 35 now. He'll throw it yet again. Firing one deep for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. He has the New York touchdown. And they love the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Gano for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. That's going to be caught by Evans. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
It's White on the give. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Mayfield set to pass. And that one's incomplete. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And that makes it 3rd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Back to throw it. This finds Evans, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Up the middle, here goes White. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Buccaneers feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Baker. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big gain downfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Headed out right. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. Still sticking with the passing game. This throw is caught. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
They are throwing it again. Has it in close. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making a 4-point game here in the fourth. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His third through the air this game. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth. So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And the Buccaneers manage to recover the football. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Needed to try it, we all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Connects with Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. White trying this straight ahead. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Timeout cones, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, this is White. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And never again. Sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R&R's the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece. piece. Wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece. Wanna see some more? Show you little piece. Wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece. Wanna see some more? See some. See some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face. In my face. In my face. In my face. That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece. Wanna see some more?
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too higher. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up, every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, dancer. You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. Bliss. I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this, then say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.